All right, y'all. Interesting topic tonight. So, spiritual like coats, and I got this channel a few days ago, and I've also, heard it explained a certain type of way. Not like I'm going to explain it, but with certain examples, as Brother Panic has explained it many, many times about spirits being a fucking plug, the fucking electricity, you know. But these, I'm gonna go with the familiar spirits, like the ones, like Nash, like Jesus, like Horus, like Thos, the Hootie. We're gonna be talking about them tonight. But what I mean spiritual, like coats, is when I was cutting the grass a few days, and I got this channel, and basically, I get a lot of channels when I cut the grass. So, you know, that's just me. That's when I'm on in a meditative state these days. So basically, why I know that spirits are like coats is because they're just a source of energy or electricity with attributes to be used, absorbed, and or acquired. So basically, so let's start at the the basis. People like generally worship things, like a lot of people worship the spirit of Jesus or that coat, as I'm going to refer to it as. It's just energy. It's just, oh, hey, Salavi. Hey, what's up? I forgot to tell you I was going live. I'm, I forgot to hit you up. That's my fault. But people worship, they start off worshiping these energies. So they worship consciously, knowing that they're worshiping, like Christians, religious folk, and different things like that. Now, the reason why uh, how I got this channel about spiritual life coach is I'm like, wait a minute, and it just streamlined to me. I'm like, wait a minute, they say they're worshiping Jesus, but it's just a pool of energy, right? It's just a pool of electricity, a pool of energy to be used that gets fed off of by the spirit. So basically, what a spirit does is whatever spirit is there at the moment. They're formless, but sometimes they take forms all the time, and they take forms through us. And one way they take forms is through possessing people. One way they take form is by people absorbing that current plethora and wealth of information, light, especially melanated folks, energy. So this spirit will feed off of the worship, the praise, and different things like that. But what Christians believe Jesus to be, who they believe it to be, is not. That motherfucker ain't been there in a long time. That motherfucker left before they started worship him like they do. That motherfucker left a long time ago. So they don't know who they're worshiping. So this is why spiritual like a coat, because a coat has attributes. It's like this. It has colors, attributes. I might wear it on a certain day of the week. I might feel like wearing it or feel a certain way when I wear it on a certain day of the week. Like when people go out, they put their best clothes on. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't put certain clothes on until you go to a certain place. You know what I'm saying? If you're at home, you can just be in, t-shirt, sweats, shorts, that kind of thing. You can walk around naked if you want. You have a certain attire on. So that's exactly what spirits are. They're a certain attire. They have attributes, days of the week, colors, and all of that. So basically, so I'm gonna go keep running with the Jesus um, uh, example, the Jesus coat. So Christians don't know what spirit they're worshiping. It's some random spirit that is there to feed off of the energy. This is the nature of daemons or demons. They're This is why or demons are actually, when you look them up, they're geniuses. They have a wealth, a plethora of knowledge. Now, what these spirits go around doing is for as long as they need to, they soak up this, you know, this knowledge, this light, this information because they are melanin. They are dark energy because they are in the formless realm, the spiritual plane, which is that dark energy. So dark energy does what? It absorbs light. Melanin absorbs light, aka information. So by doing so, it gets the information of Jesus, and then it can go to the next open, lane and absorb that knowledge. Say the knowledge of Tahuti, then the knowledge of Ganesha, and different things like that, and it acts in accordance of what's already there. So this is how demons do their thing with spirits, or spirits, demons. That's how they do their thing. That's how they do their thing. So you think you're worshiping the spirit that you know, like Christians, Jesus, but don't, we're going to get to the steps, the steps be how most people start off worshiping, then working with, and then once you work with and get familiar enough with the energy, you absorb the energy and you become that. And that's what these spirits are doing, minus the worship. What they do on the worship end is they take in that energy. So basically, what these spirits are coming and doing is feeding off of this coat. This coat can't that be true with anything you hold strong without contemplation what your thoughts are attracting to? Yes, it can, Salavi. It definitely can. You know, that is the law of manifestation. But definitely, I like that. But definitely, what they do is they take a certain coat, which has certain attributes, and they feed off of the energy coming to the coat. And that coat, for them to feed off of it, has to have a certain light. Generally, a very bright light. The brighter the light, the more you attract. So basically, how that spirit will feed. Now, I got onto this knowing that spirits need to feed and how they feed because of the book of Creating Magical Entities. I showed it either one or two lives ago. And the spirit needs to feed. So then the spirit feeds off of this as long as it can, or as long as it needs to or wants to, and then it moves on, and then another spirit comes in. But in all these religions, when you see that their people seem like they have been forsaken, they're like, oh God, why have you forsaken me? Because Christians like to say that a lot. It's because whatever spirit that was in that coat threw the motherfucker down. And a spirit hasn't come in yet and taken on that light. This is the essence of why the Bible has two gods. It has, it has correspondences and polarities in the gods. One God was seemingly good and one was seemingly evil. You see what I'm saying? That's what it was. It had one spirit that was about this and another spirit that was about retribution, pain, and torture. And that is the one that is still fucking there. Still there. Still there. Or at least a like spirit. But I'm thinking it's still there. Because it bears the same similarities in the Bible as, you know, as now. It still tortures people to get what they want. It's like I will give you what you want, but you have to suffer. You see what I'm saying? Crazy shit. There's a lot that goes with it. But that's what spirits do. They take on a coat. They take it on, and however that coat feeds, it feeds, and then it goes on to the next coat. That's why I say spiritual like coat. They're basically what they are is energy, obviously, but they're electricity. You plug in the spirit in the wall, and you utilize the energy. So basically, let's get to us and how that applies to us. So how that applies to us is when we decide stop worshiping and different things like that. You feed and work with the spirit. You're not feeding a spirit in a different type of way. You're working with this energy because you see the likeness. I want to, like, say you want to work with Lakshmi because her likenesses of beauty and health and abundance are things that you want and desire in your life. You work with those attributes and you feed her based upon the way that you work with her and based upon her story and based upon knowing how she feeds. She likes milk and honey. That is a good gift to give to Lakshmi. That vibration, whatever is there, whatever spirit is there, it will love that. See what I'm saying? It will love that. So that is another way that that spirit will feed. That spirit feeds by, okay, what is the spirit like? Is it like this? Is it like tea? Is it like, gifts? How that works? And then it gives you, or it gives you more of its energy, aka more of what you're trying to manifest using its likenesses, aka health, beauty, wellness, abundance, all of that. And you're working with that energy. Once you work with that energy long enough, you absorb that energy. You become that energy. So whatever depiction of Lakshmi, say, that you see, you physically become it, you mentally become it, and you spiritually become it. So now you are that energy. You have taken on that role in your own physical life. That's what these spirits are doing on the other side. Now, if you were smart, you would know how to be, because you now become that, you have absorbed that because you are source energy. Know that. But I'm not going to get off track just yet. So knowing that you are source energy, then you could take the role of that spirit. Take the role of that spirit, or figure out how to take the role of that spirit, and then take on that energy that feeds you, and you will become something else overnight. A lot of people do that. A lot of people do that. When you absorb the energy, you become something. You become that. It's like, it's weird. You are one with that energy. So then a lot of times when people absorb the energy, when they know they have consciously, they move on to working with other deities, other spirits, other things, and they do the same thing. That's what these other spirits are doing. They move on to another spirit and do that. That's why demons are geniuses, or daemons are geniuses, because that's what the fuck they do. They have a wealth of knowledge based upon absorbing light, because they are dark energy. That's how it goes. Let's see where we are. That's pretty much how it goes. So, Christians, like I said, they think they're worshiping, they think they're serving or worshiping this merciful God, and it's just a spirit that has taken on the role for the time being before it has to move out of the coat because it needs to grow. You see what I'm saying? Or it has gotten what it needs. But some spirits they're not going to leave. They like that domain. They're not going to give that up for anything. So they become a jealous God. They are a jealous God. You see what I'm saying? That's kind of how that works. So what else did I want to talk about tonight? So that's that on the spirits. What else? Okay. Oh, look what I got. My hermetic elixir, I need to fill them. They will be on the shop tomorrow. So Satara, if you're watching, I have not forgot about you. I know you've been wanting to buy this. So my hermetic elixir will be there. This is what the label looks like. You got Thoth on one side and the Ankh. Then you have Anubis on this side. Then you have this, the triangle with the square and the circle. This is my Hermetic elixir. This is level 2 of my level elixirs. So there's that. I just my milk thistle tincture. I have a new tincture. I'll go get it. So this is the milk thistle tincture. This is my Alchemy's Herbal Detox tincture number 2 as well. So we got both number 2s coming out. This is milk thistle. This one is going to be really, really fucking strong. I let this brew for 72 days. I let this, so if you go back to the video on my channel when I made the milk thistle tincture, you'll see that was a month and a half, 2 months and a half ago, 2.5 months ago. It has a really sweet smell to it. So that will be on the shop tomorrow as well. It's really strong, really, really strong. I've got some for myself. I'm trying it out, testing it out, see how it's gonna go. But milk thistle is good for detoxing the liver, basically all the organs, but mainly the liver and the kidneys. It flushes them out. So with milk thistle, you might get a little bit of an itch. How are the spirits affecting the social realm in our country? There are so many varying opinions about masks, Rona, social justice, political parties, thoughts about the energies at play. So basically, Swabi, as you have stated, those things that you have stated, like the mask, that is a frequency, that is a spirit. Everything that you have stated is like its own program. Its own program has a spirit behind that. So basically, I'm pretty sure that what they do is they just create the entities at this point. They create an entity and then they put it behind that program. So it's affecting our country based upon their agenda with those programs. That's basically what I think about that. But take it with a grain of salt, however you like. But that's actually for real though. Like I know they know about these books. Like creating magical entities will make you think. Like even before you create your own first entity or spirit, it'll make you fucking think. Because as well as think about the fact that it's necessary before absorbing source. And when I mean absorbing source, when you're still having the need or the want or desire to work with entities or spirits or deities or gods or whatever, when you're do that, you're working with them and you're absorbing their energy, but there's a cap on that. Remember, there's a cap. It can only go so far before you need to be, you need to be aligned so that you can absorb source energy, so you can be a representation of source here on earth as it is in heaven. See, they do know something, and these Bibles, they do know something. But that's the point. You work with these energies until you can reclaim your actual supreme power, which is having a direct connection to source, a one-on-one with the great one, as the Rock would say. You become that. These deities or these energies are like the middle people, because when you create an entity or when an entity is created, you have to create it from where? Well, dark energy. That is the only source that it could be created from. So it has now become a link between you, your lower and higher self. That's what it's about. Working with these entities is becoming your higher self. So when you no longer need the middle person, the middleman or the middle woman, you become that. You become that which you already are. But if someone were to tell you to take on source right now, it might seem funny or it might be a difficult thing for you to do. You see what I'm saying? So you got to take it just like that. Hold on a second. All right. So yeah, that's that. So that's just a little talk on spirits, deities, and energies, and different things like that. Like I said, do your own research. Uh, this is just really a journey. We are source energy. Everything in here, like I'm talking to you from an extension, something that is an extension of source, as an extension of source, because we are that. So basically, take before you can take on that energy, unless you're just a beast like that, you kind of need a pathway to taking on that energy, and a pathway to taking on that energy, generally in the occult, is working with spirits for certain reasons. Absorbing their energy after you've worked with them long enough, and how you do that, well, it'll come to you. It could be something because everything starts in the mind. Mentalism is key. So it could be something as simple as you doing a ritual that you made up, or it could be something as simple as saying, I am ready to take on your energy. I am ready to take on the energy of source, a mantra just like that, and saying it until you feel it. So basically, like, I'm gonna use these times as an example. Shit is manifesting so quick, you need to be like watching your thoughts. Because like when people say everything's manifesting quick, they only portray one side of the coin to like sell their fucking law of attraction ebook or course or whatever. But things are manifesting quickly, so watching your thoughts, you're like watching the thoughts that you wouldn't want to manifest. That's what you must do. And then what will be left of the thoughts that you do want to manifest, you bring those in to this realm. But a lot of those things that people want to manifest, they use a middle person for a deity. So they want to manifest money, they go to Lakshmi. They want to manifest wisdom, they go to Thoth. It could be taking on the energy of source would be just not using these deities for that, not going to a deity for that or spirit to get what you would like. It's using yourself. So if you're working with spirits, one of the things you need to do is not rely on them. Use them as a tool. Okay, a tool to better yourself, but at the same time, waning yourself off slowly by using your own mental power, especially nowadays. Everything is rapid fast because of all the radiation coming into the planet. And I've seen things come around in rapid speed. You know, I'm just really venerating my ancestors at this point. And there's a few spirits that I fuck with, but I'm waning myself off by manifesting on my own. You know, it's me and fucking source. I think of something and boom, it comes into fruition. Boom, it's here. I it's the shit is coming so quick. I don't even have time to write it down. Like I'll just be thinking about something and it'll right like one day. Me and my mom were. I was joking with my mom in the living room about our, about the dog, running off. And you know what he did later on that day? He broke off his leash and ran me halfway across the other side of the neighborhood and almost got hit by a car. Like he ran the fuck off. Like that's how quick things are manifesting like this. So, that is a representation. I didn't need a deity for that. Nor would I want to go to one for that, but you see what I'm saying? It's manifesting just that quick. So that's also one thing you want to be mindful of. So I love you guys. I'm thankful for all my new subscribers. Go to the Alchemy of Life Co. Etsy shop. Salavi's got the links in the video and the live chats. Go to the live chat if you don't have it open, and I'll post it down below, but in the description. But yeah, go to the shop. I got new stuff. We got elderberry syrup. We got tinctures. We got teas. Um, but yeah, I got new detox elixir, milk thistle. Um, got the Alchemy's herbal elixir, Alchemy's hermetic elixir. This is level 2, my level 2 elixir. So my elixirs go from 3, 2, and then I'm going to craft number 1. Number 1 is going to be later on. I'm still working on that, but level 2 is in. So you take them. The preferred order is if you've never taken colloidals or any of these noble metals like platinum, silver, anything like that, is to start with my golden eye elixir and then go to level 3 and then go to level 1. I mean, go to level 3 and then go to level 2. And then level 1, I'll tell you guys when that hits the store. I'm working on other things as well. But I love y'all. Stay safe. Happy manifesting. Use this time wisely as all this radiation is coming into the planet. All this energy, all this radiation things, really think about what you want and where you want your life to go. Because that's what I'm doing. Go inside and meditate on that and then get to work because it'll be here. We're not in the 10 years ago is if it could be a if, you know, it's gonna be here and quicker than you think. So get your ass ready for it. I love y'all. Peace.